makoma so ade ne senka asem we enda na yeda radia se Bishop Ågyinasare enya nura ena o hye enya medwumase ena yeka asofo a erade
Abusia yabako search bibia ama makwaba so kwakwa dia ba na 1 TVGH na munim sana na 1 TVGH e ba ni nsema etwagu social media ne so dia ai ye na simbika ne yakosesa ne dia ba beso mesan se no Ghana no ba o mia na kan no ye kono digital intino ye Ghana ha na yetino asesa bibia akoye social media nsempi na etwagu fa ye celebrities aholo no ho politicians aholo no enso eho na musicians aholo ewo Ghana ha so enu na ya na yatena se ne abobo na konkon seni na na tetwa megimedwa na mde aba beso seni sene fata na wonso hu nsema ekoso wo ye man ne my whole so ewo ye social media ne so nene video bi aba be kan sa social media ne so me person be kan ho asema che ye say seeing is believing or say odi oni ko chama say ehun video na nsana asem bi ho no me no mienu aka ka me ho ne ko video ne emba ye ba nchechemu bi ho bia no me no ebe ka ho asem
enam wonso apagya erade adwuma na wate erade anim ewo wiase a Bishop Ågyinasare eka ho ena ne ministry anya nkyerɛkyerɛ nko a ne ministry ɛyɛ ministry a ɔne ahohommɔne edi asie na sɔfo bia no a erade adom ɔne ahohommɔne edi asie no na o ministry kɛseɛ enti mejidi pa se Nogokpo ya mo fanche mi na eduru ba bia na ne boy am dendenden so Nogokpo dia ekoso ho no mi waba odi adanse e kire ba bia wakọ na Awurade di na akọ India ma watumi afem afria enkanesi e kaso obi ekọ India ba besrem na yentie ensem a oka waka ne pise ne yire efri voter region enti ontumi nkasa ntia wo na me meka 100 times say enye oni no kopofo na anya oni wo munya hwe oni wo nkasa ntia won onye won ahohomoni ho asem no omo eka na se mokoji santokwa idi a na chese mogitum sasem a woka na yampa momientie ne nsem bia oka ye nanka ye ma asem we enna Ghana.
Now I've received calls from people very close to me, and my attention has been drawn to social media commentary on some portions of the comments I made this past Thursday during the Supernatural Empowerment Summit here in the Dome, as I spoke on divine protection that we as Christians enjoy from God, and was teaching on the need to activate divine protection from demonic attacks. This is one of our cardinal principles of faith as charismatic Christians. And to drive home my point, I made reference to several instances where I've encountered manifestations of demonic powers in my crusades, which have taken me to over 90 nations of the world, in fact 92 of them. Amen. I gave an example of people who were seeking to levitate during a crusade in India. I gave an example of a demonic attack I suffered as a very young pastor who had gone to preach at a bus stop around Kolebu. In reference to Nogokpo, I wish to clarify that I never intended to refer to the town, but rather make reference to an incident that happened after a crusade at Aflao. I had absolutely no intention to cast a slur upon the people of the Nogokpo town and the Volta region as a whole. Amen. I've had very cordial relationship with the people of the Volta region. My wife of 38 years is in fact an Ewe from Keta. Two of my biological children bear Ewe names. So, none of, yes, if you are clapping, do it well. So none of the examples was intended to denigrate any of the towns and their people, but rather to elucidate the principle of divine protection to my congregants. So any misrepresentation or misinformation that has characterized the subsequent commentary and reportage on social media, etc., is very unfortunate. My ministry over the past 40 years has been one that has spoken up at critical times in our nation as a spiritual gatekeeper, and I remain committed to serving God's people and our nation.
Bishop Nyamin Shra. Obi asemano kan say na nyame be ni nyame be na nyantokwa. Nyame tia haye nyame onkontokwa da obi anso ntumi ni nyame nkontokwa. Ya na nkrofo ta ya mfonso se Yesu Kristo ba be na bonsam koin. Bonsam be na obetumi akogina nyame anim so okone na ako. Na ti asofu ni biasemo kan se yenhwe ye na nkoye ti se nyame ni nyame be na ebenya ntokwa. Utie ni a Bishop Ågyinasare eka yeyi a nsema kan mu da ho emfatu hu a waye nti India fo no nso emra na omeka se ene omepa che ho ani nkuru a wobubo bodin nyina no mentimi hu die ntira Nogokpo ayi we se abeye asem kakrakai mentimi hu na menso benti ase de bebreba wa kan nyina echi no ose ne mamienu ebedin na da wonso ono kura de ho no aware onsa anya mu debiem na asofu bi nso atumu nchini esese okoho na ogopa mo chew onkopa ho achew wakasatia wonkasantia obi wa mbo kurumu ho no se nipa wo na ya hohomoni Bible no ya na mumu bi akinkan ase na mo kinkan no me kan ba me kasa ba ko ani din kai se emma da se ahohomoni ne asafo no betumi anya yonkofa anu de emma so entumi maso na mo firi abosonsom fia mo be wura nyamsom a mo pese mo de abosonsom wura nyamsom no ena nsem se ba ya na mo pese Christopher no mra ho asema mo enya djuma saa o ebize onkasa ntia obia na weinu no sa sofi de dachi bia no mehwe ba bia wo se Ghana asofu nyina kasate se asofu ya so enka ibenya somdwe pa so ono a wo firi ho no no yentie nsem a sofi enso eka ne yemfemu aba.
So there is something that we need to clarify. Bishop's statement was that Nogokpo is the headquarters for demonic activities in the Volta region. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is that, was he referring to the people or the geographical location? You see, he said Nogokpo is the headquarters for demonic activities in the Volta region. Now, this is different from saying that Nogokpo's people are demons. Now, I said something in my previous video which people are not understanding. I'm seeing a lot of people, backlashing me and all that. Anyway, that is not anything I'm bothered about. But the thing was that Archbishop was talking about the place, the place, not the people. He was using, you see, Nogokpo is a place. And nobody in this world can disprove what Archbishop said because it's a spiritual matter. The thing that Archbishop is talking about, he is a spiritual person talking about the spiritual matter. For example, if we say Ghana is the spiritual headquarters for demonic activities in Africa, it doesn't mean that Ghanaians are demons. The person probably is saying that demons gather in Ghana, except the people in Nogokpo identified themselves as demons, which I don't think so. First of all, we need to understand that this same bishop we are talking about has a branch of his church in Nogokpo. And like I did say, there are so many people who up until this issue started didn't know that Nogokpo is even a town. Like I said, even myself, until recently, I didn't know that Nogokpo is a town that had people, that had churches, that had schools. And so the name Nogokpo rings a bell because of the way people have used it in the past. People have abused the name, especially my own people. This is how people have handled Nogokpo. And so a lot of people have had this bad agenda, bad mindset about Nogokpo. And so my argument is that if such an issue has come out, and I'm so disappointed in the elders and the leaders and the chiefs of Nogokpo, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed because many people already have this wrong notion about Nogokpo, which you are claiming that what Archbishop said has defamed Nogokpo. So what do you do when there is a defamation? Don't you rather take information? You take advantage because Archbishop is a very well-known public figure. And so if Archbishop had made a statement and you believe that the statements that he has made affect the township, what do you have to do? Don't you rather have to come out and explain to people, let people know that, oh, Nogokpo is, the whole Nogokpo is not a shrine. Probably what Archbishop was saying was that spiritually, demons actually gather in Nogokpo, the demons in Volta region. And in our faith as Christians, we believe they are demons. That one you can't take it away from us. If I say that in Accra, Odoko is the demonic, how do we call it, headquarters for Accra, it doesn't mean that people in Odoko are demons. It means that spiritually, the demons have chosen Nogokpo to be the place that they gather. This is common English, my people. Miato, hey, yovugba, fanu agoma mase. Amoma say yovugba. People don't understand English, and that is why people are saying that he has insulted the people of. How has this insulted the people of Nia? How has it insulted them? Namada global Nogokpo amado myself bo inabe namada global Nogokpo yenye gbogbo fodio for headquarters Volta kata over headquarters gbogbo over headquarters okpena tale Nogokpo agomama nyebe ogboglombe Nogokpo tokata onye gbogbo fodio agomanyebe Nogokpo towa Nogokpo dua bogboma gbogbo fodio oko tefako wo over headquarters tahaya bogboma nyae anwi aglom sofo ala bogboma nya glomole taleke o labe wa vava jeklo na bogboma nya ya ogloa. Can they disprove it? Can they disprove that what the Archbishop said that the demons have made Nogokpo the headquarters are? Can they disprove it? Omatan disprove. Omatan disprove about disprove a job. Kabonwa azoli azomo le nyayanchia anaba megede vanya nyamfiabe nyaya nwi aglo Archbishop aglo nyatepe genata megboglombe unpamba ma todo kunya de jibe nwi afobetoy manya. That's why I'm saying that I am ashamed to call myself an Ewe. Now, I saw some people saying that if I'm an Ewe, it's not all Ewes that are involved. Look. When you go to Kumasi, every Ewe, they call them Angla. When you go to Kumasi, every Ewe, whether you are Peki, whether you are in Ho, whether you are Verbdome, whether you are from Sogakope, no matter what, once you are an Ewe, they call you Angneni. And so these people outside the voter region, they don't know the difference. They know we are all Ewes. And so when something affects Sogakope, it affects all Ewes. When something is happening in Anglo, it affects all Ewes. When something is happening in Peki, it affects all Ewes. When something is happening in Verdome, it affects all Ewes. And so you guys should give me a break and stop telling me all the rubbish. We are Ewes. And when something like this is happening, it affects all of us. Especially once it's coming from this place. Now, how many of you know that Antwerp is a town? Antwerp is a town. But we all know Antwerp as an idol, a fetish. But to me, where do you stay? Also, Meti Antwerp. Antwerp cronym. Do you understand? So, if someone says Oti Antwerp kromwa, it doesn't mean so or fribusum fio. So there are people who are living in Nogokpo, but they are Christians. But just that, there is a shrine in Nogokpo. This is the kind of explanation that I'm expecting the chiefs of Nogokpo and all that to come out and give to the people. Instead of giving ultimatums and all those unnecessary, nothing will happen. Nothing will. Now, Trini Jonas cry upon it, they are free, and there are no powers there. We must forget it. Greater is he that is in us. So with those things, they forget it. But me at all, new labamia when
Ebusia ena mo ho yen ane se ne kan no wakasa Otwinoko chamanse ne ho a eno eye esense ne me becheche se asem wo hoi enam eni so ena ekọ asum nsem kakan saka social media no so ena ya bobo anu ma mes me gime dwame de ababe so mo aha na TVGH so me din de na na techo amedase.